It is time now for Better Money, and Joel Johnson, a certified financial planner and managing partner of Johnson Brunetti Retirement and Investment Specialist, is joining me now. He's joining me from outside his business as we are practicing social distancing during this pandemic. Thank you for being with us, Joel.
Well, it's great to be here, Carol.
A lot of information that people need. It's been quite a troubling scene as well over 100,000 unemployment claims have come into Connecticut. I know that people are waiting for the money because they're backed up. So we're going to talk about what people should do when they get laid off. It's a tough time, right, Joel?
Yeah, it's a really tough time, and even people that haven't lost their jobs are very worried about it, and those that have been laid off are wondering when they're going to be able to get back to work.
This might be the first time for some people who have to take some of these benefits. So number one, you say talk to your company to see if there is a severance policy or health care continuation.
Right, so most companies, there's an automatic health care continuation. It's called COBRA, and hopefully some companies have severance. But you might want to talk to your company or talk to your boss, especially if it's a small company. They might be a little more liberal with those things. Even though we haven't had to lay anybody off, we are increasing some of the benefits to our employees to help them, because many times they're married to a spouse that's been laid off.
Okay. What about filing for unemployment? That's a new thing for people.
Yeah, it sure is, and now you can file online, so you want to do that right away. Don't worry about if you qualify or not, just file. The unemployment office will decide here in Connecticut whether you qualify or not for unemployment, but you want to get that done right away. They're being swamped right now with filings, and so get in the front of the line, get there as quick as you can, and they will help you figure out how to get those benefits, certainly if they're due you.
Also, we got to reduce the expenses.
Right, and so this goes back to, how do we make sure if I don't have the same income that I used to have, what do I pay, what do I not pay? And what I was just talking to one of my colleagues about earlier this week is, pay what you have to pay first, right? We need food, we need shelter first. If somebody has to wait a little while to get a bill paid, you know what? You're not the only person they have to wait for. So it's okay to be a little late on some of those things that aren't absolute necessities. And I would, if I was giving my brother or my sister or, my mom or dad advice and they couldn't make all their bill payments, I would say pay food and shelter first.
Right, and your fourth point is, we want to make sure you contact your creditors, go ahead, have a conversation with them, let them know that you're maybe going to be a little late. That helps, right?
Yeah, talk to them. Most creditors are very willing to work with you. They want to get some money rather than no money, so you'd be surprised at how cooperative they can be in a tough time like this.
Lastly, don't cash in your 401k. That's going to be hard for some people who don't have savings, Joel.
I know that's going to be really hard, but try not to. Again, if you have the choice of paying, let's say, a student loan bill versus cashing in your 401k, don't pay the student loan bill. Things will get better and people will be able to catch up, and most of the people that you owe money to are understanding in this type of a tough time.
You also have an offer that can help people if they go to bettermoneytv.com. It's called Forced to Retire, and there's a lot of good information to people. This is not really retirement, but if you're being forced out of your job, there's some good information for folks.
Yeah, it's all the steps people have to know and what to do first when you find out you're going to get laid off, or even if you're just worried you're going to get laid off. So we want everybody to have the resource here.
Joel, thank you so much for coming to us from outside. We appreciate the information.
Thanks, Kara.
And that's Better Money.